What are the future trends for e-commerce? You don't want to be left in the dust, do you? Imagine if you were on the ground floor with Shopify or Amazon FBA. If you were ahead of the trends back then, you would be making a killing right now. You might even still be making a killing right now, but if you were ahead of the trends back then, you would be making even more of a killing. So, we're going to talk about e-commerce business model evolutions in this episode, and stick around to the end for the most important trend that will change the world sooner than you think. And no, it's not 5G, and no, it's not artificial intelligence integrated into e-commerce somehow. All of those things are going to be important eventually, but that's not what we're talking about in this video. So leave a comment down below with what you think it is, and let's dive right in. What's up, you guys? You're watching B2B Fusion, where it's our mission to inspire you to take imperfect action on your business and personal finance using the power of technology. And I'm your host, Derek West, lead software engineer, serial entrepreneur, serial lover in general. You know, Raisin Bran, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the whole 9 yards, an all-around good guy. Well, right into the meat of the content then, shall we? There are some pretty cool things happening in the world of e-commerce. Some things you'd probably expect, others maybe are a little bit surprising. Some that if you don't take advantage of, you may be left in the dust. Let's take a look at some of the more important of them, shall we? Starting off with mobile shopping. Now, mobile shopping isn't a new trend, yet and still it is a growing trend. If you were in the know back in 2018, you knew for sure that you needed to make sure that your e-commerce landing pages were optimized for what is called a mobile first experience. Whether it was a Shopify page, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Squarespace, any of them. If your page was not optimized for mobile, more than likely your conversions would be quite low. At the time, Facebook ads would have been the ad source to drive traffic to your page. And at the time, more and more Facebook users were migrating over to the mobile app, which meant that more and more clicks of ads were being originated from mobile phones. And those clicks on ads led to Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce pages that were not mobile optimized. If your page was mobile optimized at that time, you stood out like a sore thumb, or the better version of that, and you of course profited. But if you didn't take advantage of this trend, you were probably left behind a little bit. Now the truth is that there are plenty of e-commerce sites and landing pages that are not optimized for a mobile experience, and are mobile last as a matter of fact. Even with this, they did quite well. Those sites tended to be more established brands and shops, that being said. They had loyal customer bases, and they typically had a steady stream of traffic coming to them already. Now, if you're new and starting out, more than likely, if you maintain a mobile last mentality, you'll just slip further and further behind, and your conversion rates are going to be pretty low. The good news, however, advertising costs may actually fall a little bit for you, as desktop first traffic will become less and less sought after. Another sort of good news nugget for you would be that mobile first may not be first in the next 6 months to 2 years. No, desktop will not be moving back into the top spot, but something will be. Leave a comment down below if you have a clue as to what will. We of course will get into that in this video. But next up in trends for e-commerce, we have personalization. A personalized experience is going to be super important in the next 6 months to 2 years. And if you can leverage this trend, your e-commerce business will probably do very well. One of the important things to keep in mind in this crowded e-commerce space, whether it's Shopify, Squarespace, whatever, is that the more you can stand out, the more you're going to be able to convert folks that land on your landing pages. But what does that mean? Well, it means things like personalization are going to help you stand out. But what is personalization? What do I mean when I say e-commerce personalization? Well, e-commerce personalization is just showing individual offers, product recommendations, and other content to your visitors based on their previous actions, demographics, or other personal data. Personalization means that your offers are relevant. More relevant than they would be if you just dropped a user onto a generic landing page. A common example that has been said to generate 68% of e-commerce revenues to e-commerce stores is the phrase "and pop-up." A visitor who viewed this product also viewed or purchased this item. You've probably seen this pop up in some form on Amazon and smart e-commerce marketers' pages. Another variant is the "you might also like" or "trending in" category, etc. This message and pop-up can occur in various places, including the landing pages for a product, or even site-wide once a product has been viewed by the customer already. It can also occur while browsing in a particular category, in a customer shopping cart, even at checkout and post-purchase pages. Now, this trend isn't necessarily new, but if you're not taking advantage of it, then you are certainly falling behind. I'll link to a study by Smart Insights in the description. Feel free to check it out. But next up, we have personalized pricing. This one is right in line with the previous trend, personalization, but it's different and new enough that I felt it deserved its own special segment. A trend that will likely play out in the next 6 months to 2 years is personalized pricing. As we all know, consumers have diverse ranges of preferences, not just limited to their differing needs for products and features, but also in terms of product pricing. As a result, many more e-commerce retailers are offering personalized pricing and deals to suit the demands of each customer. Retailers are getting better at analyzing their customers' purchase behavior and price sensitivity, as well as their propensity to buy. They then use this data effectively to create customized promotions and attractive incentive offers suited to each customer in an effort to bring their chances of driving conversions. On your back end, that can look like different offers and different discount codes for specific customer segments. For example, if for some reason you have the insight that certain segments of customers will only purchase a certain product at a certain price point, you can then offer a discount code to them to give them a discount on that product for a specific price range. Interesting stuff. And apps and things of that nature are being developed for Shopify and other e-commerce platforms to help you do just that. Another big trend in the e-commerce space is having customers continue where they just left off. Now, I'm sure you know of this sort of thing if you've ever watched a movie or show on Netflix or even on old-time VHS and had to pause it or leave it for whatever reason and then come back to it later. This is the type of experience that brands and e-commerce sites are starting to integrate into their shops' experiences. This approach is being leveraged for e-commerce personalization to enhance the experience of retailers returning customers. By remembering the preferences of a shopper based on their previous sessions, retailers allow customers to pick up exactly where they left off when they return to the site. A quick example for you, a shopper who has mainly looked at men's sportswear in a specific size range will get to see a page displaying similar products when that person returns. Again, this is another aspect of the larger personalization trend. Next up in the list of e-commerce trends is social retargeting. In other words, smarter recommendations via social retargeting. With the growth in retargeting solutions, e-commerce retailers are re-engaging their audiences with smart product recommendations based on customers' previous interactions with their brand. Instead of posting generic social ads, for example, retailers can showcase products with ads that are highly relevant to each customer. And retailers can keep track of purchases made by the customer through other channels and avoid using those products in their retargeting ads. Many retailers are also using retargeting to showcase ads for products that customers have left in their shopping carts, offering exclusive deals to drive conversions. Leading us to the next trend for e-commerce, social commerce. So what the heck is that? Social e-commerce is when social media platforms are used to make a more personalized and targeted in-app shopping experience for customers. In other more simpler layman's terms, it brings e-commerce functionality directly into the social media platforms. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. When customers are satisfied with your business, social media makes it easy for them to share and recommend your brand. Because of its very nature, social media is a place where content goes viral. These channels, I'm sure you know, therefore play a very important role in your word-of-mouth marketing. Example of social commerce platforms and social commerce sites include Facebook Business retail store pages, where users can browse and shop without leaving the platform, or the buy button on Twitter and Pinterest. Now, the benefits of this trend are many for the retailer, but we'll focus on just a few, including these social media platforms are only growing and growing. For example, Facebook alone has over 1 billion active users each month. That is about 1/7 of the world's population. With that many people on the platform, somewhere, somehow, there is someone who wants or needs your goods or services. And being integrated right into the platform will only make the opportunity for conversion that much easier. Number 2, higher search engine ranking, which will lead to more sales. Engagement on social media can lead to more than just direct transactions. It has been proven that social media commerce actually increases traffic to your website, which will eventually influence your ranking on search engine results. Now, some experts disagree on the exact weight of this search engine ranking factor, but nevertheless, it is a factor that drives ranking on search engines. Sharing links to content on your website through social media is an excellent way to drive traffic from social media users. It also allows your audience to engage with a comment, like, or share to reach an even larger audience. 3, more authentic engagement and traffic. Now, this can't be overstated, but actively working to grow your social media audience is a great first step in eventually making conversions and sales. One of the most significant benefits of social commerce is the engagement and reach that businesses can get whenever they share their content. By showing up in a follower's updates feed on a regular basis, you're participating in a powerful branding opportunity. People who have regular contact with a company are more likely to recommend said company. Social commerce encourages people to connect with a business through two-way communication. This allows customers to not only engage with your business, but it also gives them the opportunity to use social media as an efficient customer service channel where it's possible to solve problems. 4. Customer loyalty and retention. All this engagement can lead to customer loyalty and retention, which can be extremely valuable. As I'm sure you know, repeat customers can make or break any business and also lower advertising costs. And if you can gain a loyal customer following, then you're halfway there. So, we've made it to the biggest trend in e-commerce that may revolutionize the art and science of buying and selling online. What is the trend that will do this in the next 6 months to a year? What did you have in the comments? If you said voice ordering via Alexa or Google Home, folks, we may have a winner. Now, Alexa and Google Home ordering is not necessarily a new trend. It rolled out approximately 3 years ago, as a matter of fact. And it actually rolled out with a couple of kinks. A simple Google search will yield pages of complaints and posts on how to actually turn off voice ordering and how to avoid accidental purchases using Alexa. But the trend may in fact be turning around, and a revolution may be in the offering in the next 6 months to 2 years. After all, if you can accidentally order something with Alexa when improvements to the service occur, ordering via Alexa for actual intentional purchases will become that much more easy for a customer. And it's not necessarily just for e-commerce businesses that send a product to your door. Headless services such as Alexa and Google Home are providing a way to interact with digital services without needing to be in front of a computer screen or staring down at your phone the whole time. Up to and including doing simple Google and Amazon searches, detecting if your doctor is available, getting a weather forecast, or getting the best content on business, technology, or personal finance. Sort of like the content that you get here weekly on BTP Fusion. You know, you should be sure to like this video if you liked this video. And if you're brand new to the channel, keep the good times rolling by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Also, leave us a comment down below on these upcoming trends in e-commerce. Have you, for example, accidentally ordered something using Amazon Alexa? Leave us a comment telling us about it. Don't worry, we won't make fun of you much. And be sure to jump in on these trends. They're gonna help your business and you position for the future. And remember, a goal without a plan is a wish. A goal with a plan and no action is a wish list. Take action on your business and personal finances using the power of technology. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.